Hey folks, it's Kat.Beanie and welcome back to another Super Flat World episode. Today as with every other day recently on these episodes, I am trying to slab across a void to get to a hidden Easter egg on the other side. So I don't think it's going to be in this episode, but stay with me and find out. As you'll see on your screen popping up right now, there should be the like and subscribe rainbow. If you're new here, please consider like and subscribing. If you like the content, see more, hit the bell for notifications, yada yada yada, speech that everyone else says, blah blah blah. Okay, so sweet berries are essential in this map. Now, if you're new here, you can purchase this map on the Minecraft Marketplace if you search for IBX Toy Maps. And it's the Super Flat Survival map. There is also the Hexed map, Scorched, which is a really difficult lava one, and IBX Toy Cats Let's Play World are all available to purchase on there. This is not an ad, I'm not paid to say this, yada yada yada. So as I was saying before, sweet berries are very essential on this map because, as you can see, you can stick them in the composter for bone meal. You can use them as food. We do need to grow a lot of trees to get across this void. You can see I have the coordinates on in my top left hand corner, which also indicates that this is bedrock. But I don't think coordinates are... You can turn coordinates on in the settings, but they are not on when you start the game. The only reason I have them on is because I know the coordinates of where this Easter egg is, and I'm just basically slabbing in a straight line till I get there. Hopefully that is the plan. As you can see, I've got like trees dotted around the place, just to see if they can grow, get some more wood. I did have like a little campsite area way back at the edge of the super flat map before I started thinking across the void, but it's too far to keep going back and forward. And in one of my previous episodes I got to the end of how far I'd already slabbed, chucked all my loot onto the path, and then just chucked myself off the side and died, just so that I would respawn where my bed is at my little makeshift base there, because I can't dig up the dirt again and take it with me because I risk losing it if I break it. So I can't do that. I don't like, the only block I have access to at this point is really wood from the trees, so I don't have any more dirt to take with me to grow more trees closer to, you know, where I last stopped slabbing, and it's just a bit of a pain. So anyway, that is it's all caught up. Today is actually, I think it's the 29th of December, so we're creeping in close to New Year's. Obviously this episode won't be coming out, let me think, probably till either the 19th or the 21st of January, because I think I've got videos lined up all till then. So as you can see, if I say something in the comments and you're responding to it, please let me know what you're responding to so I don't have to go through the video again and check, because my memory sucks. So just if you're responding to something specific in the video, please just either put a timestamp on it if you can, or just like a little quick heads up of what specifically you're responding to, because my memory being what it is, some people do respond to my content and I'm sitting there like trying to think in my mind, like, what did I say, why are they, what is the context here? And if you've not been here before, I do have memory problems. It's a whole thing. So my short-term memory sucks, and my long-term memory ain't that great either. So just a heads up for future reference, if you decide to stick around, my memory be bad. So what I'm trying to do is, if you've never seen his content before, IBX Toy Cat, he's a Minecraft YouTuber. His company business however you want to swing it, made these maps, and he started doing a super flat survival world, and within this map is his own map that he is still currently streaming about quite regularly, so you can nip over to his channel and check that out if you want. There are loads of episodes already up there. It has been going for a while. So within this map he has also hidden his own super flat survival map, but as you can see it is quite far away. I think it's over 5,000 blocks over the void that we need to slab to, so it's gonna be interesting. Unfortunately, the whole thing of doing this in survival, yeah, it's gonna be like super, I'll try to think of the word, like it's gonna give me a lot of satisfaction when we do get there and sense of achievement, but trying to do it this way, I probably should have planned it better. Maybe I should have dug more blocks before I actually decided to come across the void. Hindsight's 2020, but it is pretty mundane and dull having to wait on trees to grow and going to, you know, grow sweet berries and blah 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 blah. So if you want to click off right about now, that is absolutely fine. I will not hold it against you. Literally, this is me growing trees, making slabs, slabbing across the void, rinse and repeat until we get there. I think I'm currently at about 3,000 blocks in, so we're not that far away. The whole process is literally just waiting for the trees to grow so I can cut them down, so I can make the slab, so I can, you know, slab over, blah blah blah, and then come back again. And it is kind of soul destroying how long it takes, but if anything in this life is worth doing, it's worth doing right. And like, I could chuck this into creative mode and fly across the void to it, and if that's what you want to do, crack on. You know, you play the way you play, I'll play the way I play. It's, you know, that's up to you. I have not checked out that it is where the coordinates say it is. Ibex Toy Cat did do a video on it, and in that video there were the coordinates. So I am going by the coordinates that I saw on that video, but I have not copied this world or went into creative, flown across to see any of it. So when I do see it for the first time, you guys will be seeing it with me. That is the plan. Anyway, best laid plans and all that. I don't know why my volume thing is up so high, but anyway, I'm trying to get more. What keeps happening there? I don't know if you guys heard that, but it's like boof boof, and I don't know where it was coming from. Oh, if only I had some shears, I could have used these leaves. Although the good thing about being out here is it's not 100% mob proof, because I have accidentally doubled up on the slabs before, and if you played Minecraft before, if mobs can spawn since the update in a light level of 0, and obviously because we're across the void and I don't have any torches, there ain't much light going around. Like, I think I've got like maybe 1 or 2 torches dotted about the place. Part of this is obviously being pathed with a shovel, because mobs cannot spawn on a path. I don't think they can spawn where the trees and crops are planted either, so that keeps us safe. There is a trapdoor on top of the crafting table, as you can see. That is to stop any mobs that spawn on that side, because they have done so in the past, from like jumping over and trying to get me. Although I do tend just to go to sleep at night, which generally helps. The reason I'm doing this so slow is I wanted to see if it made a difference, but I don't think it really makes a difference how fast the composter goes. I don't really have a plan for, I don't know what I can't remember what Y level the Easter egg island, we'll refer to it, is meant to be on. So obviously we're at Y24. I can't remember if it's, I think it's at Y60 or Y negative 60 or 64, which would make sense because obviously if he has created this in a normal flat world, it would be negative 64, I believe. Like that's why you get so many slimes in a super flat world, because it is so low down. Tons and tons of slime spawn and they are the worst. Honestly, please Mojang, do something about being able to turn off the ridiculous slime spawnage in super flat, or please give us a super flat map that has, you know, that starts at Y0 and then we have all the way down to negative 64 with just normal terrain and caves underneath. That would be grand. I would very much appreciate that. So Mojang, if you're listening, please do that. Like we would like you a little bit more, especially after the whole campfire debacle. Oh no, it fell off. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen my little ranting video about the campfire situation, but my whole thing is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And people did rely on that game mechanic of the campfires harming the mobs, and built farms around it. So I don't understand why, as a Bedrock community, we can't keep a feature that is beneficial to us, but for the sake of parity, but the Java community, which, like, I have played both. I do enjoy both games. I do think they both have their positives and negatives, each in their own right. They are both fantastic games, but I think it's a bit hypocritical to take away something that we benefit from for the sake of parity while not doing the same for Java. And this isn't a cutting my nose off to spite my face, because if I did go and play Java, I would like to be able to build on the top of Bedrock in the Nether like they are able to do. But I would also like that to be able to do that in Bedrock, but that's apparently never going to happen. Well, those leaves looked oddly symmetrical from like a little while away. Right, plant that there. Okay. As you can see, it's just a lot of walking back and forward. And if you're still hanging around watching this, I do commend you. Me and the family are about to go out for lunch after the little one wakes up from her nap, so that should be fun. We're just going round to a little Chinese place up the road, which we do enjoy. It just, like, it was closed due to COVID for like the longest time, and they just reopened not that long ago. And so it has been super busy. We drove past it on like Christmas when we were going to see family, and like I think the staff were like prepping for their, because they do a Christmas menu in there at Christmas time, and I think the staff were prepping for that. And I've never actually went there for Christmas, but I think it could be interesting. Because we spent Christmas with the in-laws this year, and I think we're maybe gonna have Christmas in the house next year, or go out somewhere to eat, who knows. But my grandmother, she lost my grandfather like a few years ago now, and one of her friends' husbands is really ill, and she usually, like, they used to spend Christmas with them. One year they would come to their house, the next year she would go to their house, and they did that when my granddad was alive as well. So, like, since my granddad's not here, they decided to go out somewhere to eat, so they booked somewhere, and apparently her friend's husband wasn't really well, and she wasn't a fan of the food, and it just wasn't a pleasant experience for her. So I've just said to her that if she wants to come here next year for Christmas, that's absolutely fine. We'll be happy to have her, because she is all by herself at this time of year. It's like hard. And if it wasn't for the fact that we had already made plans to go to the in-laws for Christmas, then we'd have probably offered to have her up here anyway. But it's not all peaches and cream for everybody in the world, unfortunately. And, like, not just, obviously, I was raised Catholic, but, like, I don't adhere to Catholicism or any religion really, but obviously culturally we do still follow, you know, Easter, Christmas, that sort of stuff. Not Lent or anything like that, I won't go that far, but there's, like, some people that obviously, I know some people from the Muslim community that also celebrate their own holidays, but in conjunction, because they also celebrate, like, Christmas and stuff like that as well. Some of my friends, oh, that's another one off, like, because of, you know, the community that they live in, they don't want their kids to miss out on these sorts of holidays. And I'm not entirely clued up on, obviously, the religion, but I do know that other certain religions can celebrate, you know, different religious holidays. Not entirely, I think one is Buddhism, I wouldn't quote me on that, but, you know, each to their own. You celebrate how you want, when you want. Like, my son had chicken nuggets for dinner on Christmas Day. Obviously that's due to sensory issues, and he is not a fan of roast chicken or roast turkey or vegetables in general. So but, you know, you don't have to do the holidays the way society traditionally expects you to do them. You can do them however you want, whatever makes you and your family feel good, whatever makes you happy, because Christmas is meant to be, you know, one of the happiest days of the year, where, you know, you're surrounded by family. Sometimes you get some nice gifts, and it's, in my opinion, you shouldn't be compelled to do what other people think Christmas is. If you're gonna invest in this being the one day of the year that makes you and your family happy, where you get to do what you want, you get to eat what you want, etc., then do what you want and eat what you want. If you want chicken nuggets for dinner, that's great. If you're vegan and want a, you know, vegan meatloaf thing for dinner, crack on with that. If you don't want to decorate, don't. If you want to, like, one of my friends had a Darth Vader Christmas tree, which is, like, absolutely brilliant. It looked amazing. It's like, I mean, I do like Star Wars, but I'm not that invested in it to make a Darth Vader Christmas tree. Our Christmas tree we literally got from someone off of Facebook last year, for free. Nipped down to our house, picked it up, and then it's the same one we've got this year. And all the stuff that's on it is either stuff the kids have made over the years, I think I've got a little framed picture of my oldest's first Christmas, and we started this thing where the kids get to pick a new ornament every year, and my son, in his typical self, did not pick an ornament. He picked a Lego savings box, money box, piggy bank type thing. So he got that, and the girls got an ornament for Christmas. But you know, if that's what he wants to do, I mean, it's not on the tree. I don't know where he's actually put it, but he has now decided that, like, he's clued into the fact that money buys the things that he likes. So we need to watch what he's doing now, because he keeps like going through the house, and if he sees money, he's just like, ooh, money, and then you basically have to chase him around the house trying to get whatever it is he's pinched off him, because despite the fact that he will be like 9 years old next year, he is like mentally, he's still very juvenile. So like, if it'd be equating it to a toddler running around finding something and then, like, you know, chasing them around having to get it back. He thinks it's all fun and games, and to us it's pretty amusing now, until he like attempts to, I don't know, pinch something out of a shop, which he has tried to do. Like, he quite successfully, while we were on holiday one year, managed to get out of a shop with a toy. We immediately spotted what he was doing, and took him back into the shop, and obviously handed it back and made him apologise. But like, in his mind, he didn't see anything wrong. It's like, he saw the toy, he wanted the toy, he picked it up, and despite the fact that we were going around the shop as a group, we didn't really notice what he had in his hands until we left the shop, because he's always usually carrying something. But it wasn't a big deal. I just took it back. The staff thought it was kind of funny, and we just like went back to our holiday, and that was it. And then tried to explain to him, which is, I think, where some of the now the money thing comes from, is that we had to explain to him that we need money to buy things. So now he's clued in. It's like, oh, the money buys the things, so if I take the money, then I can get the things. But yeah, apart from that, they all had a good Christmas. They got pretty much everything they wanted or needed or anything like that, and they still have like Christmas money, but it doesn't get used unless like there's something they need or want, or you know, that type of thing. Like, our son wanted this really specific Spider-Man toy, which he hadn't put, like, he doesn't have a Christmas list. We just have to essentially guess what to get him, which is usually either Spider-Man, Mario, Sonic, Toy Story, a variety of those four things. But when he sees something on telly and like, oh, I want that, and then we'd already obviously got his Christmas stuff, and it was a bit chaotic. But anyway, it is what it is, and everybody had a good time. So yeah, we're still, this was a big tree, huh? Right, back down we go. Right, but we're almost at the end of this episode, so if you managed to stick around this long and listen to me rambling about Christmas and whatnot, then good on you, you deserve a medal. I think the next episode of this one is kinda the same as it says, so if you don't want to, like, if you just want to listen to me in the background rambling on, I'm all for that, because as I said, it's just a lot of me walking back and forward at this point, cutting down trees, getting sweet berries and yada yada yada, and it does not make for great content, but I could have time-lapsed it. I might time-lapse the next ones and just save us all some pain and frustration. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Please remember to like and subscribe if you did actually enjoy this, and I may see you in the next one if I have not lost my mind completely. But anywho, have fun, and if I do not have another video out by then, Happy New Year when it comes, I suppose. So, see you later guys, goodbye.